Hey there guys, it's Tina and I am back and it is time for another episode in our dating series for makeup. So in this series I've been doing different categories. So I did my one night stand brands. I'll link it over here so you can check it out. I also did brands that make us swipe left because we're not interested, we're not here for it, right? And my latest one is my booty call brands. I will link all these videos down below in the description box as well as over here, and I will also leave the playlist so you can keep up with this series as it continues. So this time around we're talking about the brands that we're going steady with. So these are the brands that I love, okay? I'm not necessarily marrying them, but we're definitely in a serious, committed, long-term relationship. Every time they do a release, I am here for it. I am looking out. I may not buy it. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not buying everything, but I'm looking. I'm like, okay, I need to know what's going on. Like, tell me more. Like, I'm invested. I'm interested. Like, I want to know. I want to see swatches. Like, that kind of relationship. These are the brands that just have that it thing for me. I'm following them on Instagram. I am staying abreast of all the information that comes out about them. I am in it to win it. So we're gonna talk about the brands today that I am going steady with. So let's start out with a brand that I think a lot of you guys are also going steady with. This is Fenty Beauty by Rihanna. Listen, what is the... I have loved this brand since the start because it's Rihanna. I love Rihanna. Now, I'm not a fangirl. I'm not a stan. Like, I'm not one of those people. But one of my favorite celebrities is Rihanna. I love that she's an island girl. I love that she's young and black and doing it. Like, she's an entrepreneur. She is a multi-millionaire, and she has her hands in so many different pots. She is a mogul at this point, and at her age, as a woman, I couldn't be prouder. So when she started Fenty Beauty, I was like, I'm on board. I am on board no matter what. But then when Fenty actually debuted, it was inclusive. I mean, she launched with 50 shades of foundation, including everyone from the palest of pale to the deepest of deep. And since then, all her campaigns have been very inclusive. Not only is she inclusive of all skin tones and races, but she also includes the LGBTQIA+ community, as well as a variety of shapes and sizes. Like, every body type is represented in her campaign. She has a lingerie brand, Savage X Fenty. I don't know that they're inclusive of all sizes, but there is a great range of sizes in that collection. And then the models are everyday people and of all body types, and I love that for her. And now she debuted Fenty Skin, which is an offshoot skincare brand of the beauty line, and I'm just like, I'm here for it. I am here for it. I may not buy everything, but trust and believe, my eyes are open. I am ready. I am in a committed relationship. If Fenty's coming out with an eyeshadow palette, I'm probably going to try to at least swatch it. If I don't even buy it because I don't love the eyeshadows, like, I don't have to love everything about them, but as a brand overall, I'm here for it. I'm so in love with the concept, the campaigns, like the inclusivity. I love it, and Fenty changed the game, okay? So what is, listen, what is there not to love? Come on. So I'm so googly-eyed over Fenty. Everything that they release, I may not be purchasing, but I'm definitely looking and I'm paying attention. Even with Fenty Skin, like, there's a toner and a cleanser and an SPF moisturizer, and I'm like, I don't need it, but you know, I might get it at some point. Like, I really am just here like, what else do you have? Like, give it all to me. So we're definitely going steady. The next brand up has made it in my shopping block series where I'm like, I'm not getting anything from this brand. Oh, it's too much. I don't even love their eyeshadow formula, but low-key, Pat McGrath. Again, these are not brands that I buy everything from, okay? These are brands that I watch closely. I'm on their Instagram. Every release, I'm like, maybe, maybe not. I will I'll even say I'm not buying a Pat McGrath palette and I end up buying it. Why? Why? Because I love Pat McGrath. I love everything that she stands for. She's a black makeup artist. She's world renowned. Like, she is on these runways and she's helping to develop these different high-end brands, and she is setting trends, and I'm just like, I want to know more. I want to be in it. I love it. I want to love everything. I don't love everything. I don't have the foundation. I have the concealer that I low-key love, and I do have the little under eye setting powder that I used today. So listen, okay? You guys might be like, Tina doesn't like Pat McGrath. I low-key, we're going steady. Like, I may not buy everything, but I'm looking, okay? I am out here looking. I have the eyeshadow palettes that I don't even use, but I spent $125 for each of them. I even got the limited edition packaging for the Divine Rose. I don't even like rosy mauve tones, and look at me getting it. And then the lip glosses, I love the lip glosses so much. Oh my god. And then the matte trans lipsticks. Listen, I'm trying, okay? I am trying to like break it off, but I can't. We're going steady. We're in a relationship. I just can't get in. Oh, the highlighter trio. Okay, I need help. I am trying, okay, and I'm doing very good at not purchasing everything. I know there are other Pat McGrath lovers out there that buy every single thing, and I just watch their videos and live vicariously through them. And believe it, I am watching every single one of the videos because I want to see, I want to know, I want to see what's going on, I want to see the swatches and stuff. I may not buy it, but definitely I am going steady because I am paying attention, baby. Pat McGrath, my eyes are on you. I follow you on Instagram. Like, I want in. I'm out here, but I want in. Like, I'm ready. My body is ready, okay? Even though I try to play hard to get, we're still going steady. This one is funny because this is one of those brands that gets so much flack here on YouTube, and it breaks my little heart. Urban Decay. I know. Urban Decay, why are you so hard to love? Oh my god. Like, they've released some really terrible subpar products, and I'm just like, how can I defend you when you're releasing stuff that doesn't even apply well? What are you doing to me? Like, you know when you're dating that person that's just really awkward and they make awkward jokes and you're just over here like, oh god, and you have to defend them and be like, no, you know, he's really funny, like, he's really sweet, and like nobody else understands them, and you're just like, but I love him. Well, I love Urban Decay. Okay, we're going steady, and I don't care. Okay, I don't care. Urban Decay, I love you, baby. I love you. Like, I'm over here. I love their foundation and their concealer. Like, I think their face products are so underrated. Like, no one understands how great their face products are. The foundation, it's love. The Stay Naked, the Stay Naked concealer, and the concealer before that, love. The powder, who spoke about their powder more than me? Who? Even their brow pencil I was in love with for a while. Like, Urban Decay has a special place in my heart, okay? We're going steady, and even though they might have some flops and people might be looking at them sideways and wondering what the hell is going on and why they're still holding on for dear life and they're not the it brand anymore. Listen, okay? They're still my it brand, okay? They're still my baby, and I'm holding on. I don't care. I don't care. Everything they come out with, I'm looking, I'm like, is this something that's gonna be great? Is this something that's gonna bring them back to the forefront and make them special again? They might disappoint me, but they're still my baby. So Urban Decay, we're going steady, and I don't care. Alright, enough with the mainstream brands. Let's talk about indie brands, because indie brands for me is where it's at. Okay? It's where it's at. So first up is Sydney Grace Cosmetics. Sydney Grace. How much I love Sydney Grace. Oh my god. So I discovered Sydney Grace when they were Feather River Body on Etsy. I made my first purchase off their Etsy store. That was hilarious to me. Like, Etsy brands are just like, huh? But I discovered them through Ripley on Instagram, and she was like, oh, check these eyeshadows out, and I'm like, really? So I went to Etsy and I'm like, what the hell? I never purchased from Etsy before, but I'm gonna do it now. And I got those eyeshadows and it was just love at first sight. It was over for me. It was done. And then they moved over to their own website, and the explanation to why it was Feather River Body was just funny because it's the name of a river that's in their town, and they used to sell like candles and body care products, but they needed to separate out the brand for Etsy, so they named it just Feather River Body. And then they rebranded, so now it's Sydney Grace Cosmetics. So the brand was started by two sisters, and the rename is a combination of the names of their daughters. So Sydney and Grace happens to be like the middle names of some of the girls, and then the first name of one of the girls. So Sydney Grace that's how they came up with it. So Sydney Grace is not an actual person, like one person. Sydney Grace is just a combination. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, Sydney Grace, it was love from first swatch, and now it's like I can't get enough. Like every time they come out with a new release, I'm like, what do they have? And I will recommend them till the day well, not till the day I die, that's a lot, okay? I will keep recommending them as long as they keep making great products and don't end up in a scandal. But oh my god, beautiful eyeshadows. Like their mattes are so glorious, their shimmers, how like this is where it's at. This is where everybody should be going for their indie brand eyeshadows. Like come on, it's so fantastic. And I have a discount code with them. I reached out to them to ask them if I could use Ripley's code in a video just to give you guys, and they were like, oh, we'll give you your own code. Who does that, right? So I'm like, I have my own code. It's not an affiliate code, it's just a discount code. So it's Fancy Face, and you get 15% off, I think 10 or 15% off. But oh my god, I love them. If they come up with a palette, I want to know. If they come up with a new eyeshadow collection, I want to know. They just did their Christmas in July sale, and they sent me some of the eyeshadow bags, and I went ahead and purchased my own. This is the cool tone bag. I wanted to get the gray bag, okay? And those cool tone shades were stunning. They sent me the pink one. Where's the pink one? Oh my god. Here's the pink one. So I got the light version and the deep version, and that's what they've been doing. They have light and deep versions of their collections. I wanted to get not only with the products, but I wanted to get this gray bag because I love this bag for travel. And I got some of their biodegradable glitters because I'm like, biodegradable glitter, this is fantastic. And it just seems like they keep coming out with things that just keep me interested and excited. So I'm just like, I'm ready, like I'm pumped, I'm on it, I'm in it, I'm ready, I'm down, okay? So we're definitely going steady. The next indie brand that we need to talk about is Menagerie Cosmetics. Menagerie, I was with them since they were Makeup Monsters. Do you remember Makeup Monsters? Oh my god. So their first palette that I got was when they were Makeup Monsters. I think it was the Dragon Child palette. I may be wrong. And then since then I've gotten all the well, not all the palettes, because I didn't get that purple palette, and I haven't gotten the Pastel Pop palette just yet. I tried to get it on the last restock, but I was too late. But Menagerie Cosmetics, they started out with great liquid lipsticks. That's how I fell in love with them. And then I said, let me try out their palettes. And the eyeshadows? What is happening? Oh my god. And their palettes, like when they come out with a palette, it's so interesting. The color story is different. And I'm just like, what? And then the formulation is great. The pigmentation, they blend well. It's just, they work well. I'm just like, Menagerie, I am here. Like I was low-key mad when they changed over from Makeup Monsters, because I'm like, Makeup Monsters was so catchy, but then I'm like, all right, they want to be Menagerie Cosmetics because I don't know, they wanted to sound more professional. Either way, the products are still bomb, and I'm still going steady with them, and every time they have a launch, I'm in it. Like I am ready. My body is available. I might not get everything, but I'm over here looking and keeping up. Like I follow them again on Instagram. I don't follow many brands, but that's a brand that I definitely follow and I keep up with because I'm just like, what's next? I'm ready. And the brand I'm gonna wrap up with is one that I had to admit to myself that I absolutely love. I was kind of hesitant. I was like, I don't know, like maybe do I, should I, would I? And then I was like, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Melt Cosmetics. I love Melt Cosmetics for the same reasons I love Menagerie Cosmetics. Their color stories, something about it just draws me in, and their formulation, I know not everybody loves their formulation. Like there's been so many complaints. People are like, oh, they don't do this well, and yet I'm over here like, I don't care, I love it. So I love their palettes. Oh my god. I love the layout. I love the design of the palettes. I love that their pans are magnetized so you can just pop them in, pop them out. You can mix it up. I love them, okay? I love them. And every time they come out with something, I'm excited. I'm like looking around. I'm like, what's their next palette? I want it. I want it. I don't care. And they're pricey, but at the same time, it's just like I can't get enough. I'm like, when's the next palette coming out? And I don't have all their palettes. In fact, there are a couple of palettes that I'm like, really? And then they did a sale and I ended up getting them. But the point is, okay, I love them. I love them. I think the only palette that I don't have right now is the radioactive palette, which I don't want. Like, I swatched that in store and it just didn't feel good, and then I already have like their radioactive stack, so I don't need that palette. But all the other palettes, every single other palette, I have now. And I just really had to have a moment where I sat with myself and said, Tina, at the end of the day, this is your brand. This is your brand. You love their aesthetic, except for the weed thing. Okay, maybe you don't love their aesthetic that much, but you love their designs of their palettes. You love the color stories. You love the eyeshadows, and you've never had a problem with them. So it's like, here we are, okay? I'm admitting it, I'm accepting it, and I'm just gonna embrace it. This is another brand that we're definitely going steady. Like, they're here with me. I love them. I love them. And then I have two brands that are honorable mentions because I'm kind of still dating them. I'm still seeing like if they're long-term going steady kind of brands, and that is Collido Cosmetics and Cleona Cosmetics. I love both these brands. Like Collido's, they reached out to me and they sent me their products. This is actually what I'm wearing on my eyes right now. This is the Escape Pod eyeshadow palette. So that's what I'm wearing, and I have the black mixed in from the Sci-Fi Green palette, which is Futurism 1. I love Collido's. All their eyeshadows I've loved. Their lip products are a little bit hit or miss. The highlighter I'm wearing is one of theirs too. This is Mars Melter, and I'm just so excited to see what else they come out with. And I'm on their PR list, so it's even more exciting because I get the products ahead of time, and I'm just always so thrilled and excited. I'm like, all right now, Collidos, let me see what you got going on. So they're still new to me. They're still up and coming. Like, they still have some time to grow into this whole relationship. Like, you know, we're getting there. So I had to still mention them because they're a great potential for going steady. And then Cleona Cosmetics, oh my god, the stained glass collection. I've heard about like the RKO and the Paleo palette from before. This was like their starter palettes when they were hand painted, and they looked pretty, but I was like, I don't want to just yet. And then they had the stained glass collection, and I had to get every single one, and I'm so in love. And then I tried out a couple of their regular shadows, and it's just like, I'm so in love, and I'm ready. Like, they just have to ask me to be their girlfriend, and that's it. It's official. They just have to really ask me. That's it. No, really and truly, I want them to get over this hump where they're short-staffed and they're having shipping issues. Like, they take months and months to deliver products, and that to me is a red flag. Like, I need you to step it up. Just make it better, because I want to order some more of their matte eyeshadows, because the matte ones that I have are so good, and some of their shimmers, like the other shimmers, not just the stained glass ones. But I'm like waiting for them to get better at their delivery, because I want them so bad, but I don't want to sit around and wait for 6 months for something, you know what I mean? So that's why I wanted to mention these two brands kind of on the end, just honorable mention rather than definitely going steady. But these are definitely like boyfriend material for me. So those are my brands that I am currently going steady with. Like, I'm open to other, you know, brands to join the party, because listen, we're polygamous over here. It's fine. With makeup, you can love many. It's fine. Bring it all in. We're all gonna just live in a big old loving family here. But those are my brands. What are yours? Tell me which brands you are going steady with. Like, you have your eyes on them. You have notifications on, because anytime they release something, you're like, what's going on? what is going on. You may not buy it, but you still want to know, like, you want to be in it to win it. So let me know what brands those are for you. I just gave you my brands. I want to hear from you in the comments, so leave them down below. And again, if you have any suggestions on different topics that relate to this series, let me know. I already have my list, but just in case you have something that I haven't thought about, let's add it to the list too. So those are my Going Steady brands. I'm gonna leave the other videos listed down below so you can check them out, as well as links to my Instagram and Twitter where you can follow me along. And until my next video, which will be very soon, I'll talk to you. Bye guys. This is one that I had to admit to myself recently, because I will punch you in your fucking shit. I swear to God I will stab you.
I got you there for a second, right? Isn't that gay?
Do you want to die? Oh, it's funny?
You didn't know I was here?
No.
Wow.
Don't do that.
I'm sorry.
I don't know. You're not sorry.
I'm actually not.
You're really, I know you're not. I don't like that.
Aww.
Aww.
How's your arm, baby? Let me take a look at your arm. It hurts?
Mm-hmm.
You look beautiful today. You sure you're not going somewhere after this?
My bed.
Better be. Remember, we got a game tonight, so.
What game?
The game we play every night.
What game do we play every night?
Oh my God. Not that game.
Okay.